Thank you once again for joining us. In this tutorial, we're going to look at user profiles. Basically, what we're going to set up, we're going to set up the directories in such a way that whenever a new user is created, it will automatically create a public folder and a CGI folder for that user, which we will call skeleton directories. Okay, so let us go to our current web directory, which is www, and let us see, we should have a file from our last project named info.php. Okay, so you can see that here. So we're going to use our editor. I use vi to edit to see what it looks like. Basically, it's a PHP info file. It just has a PHP info function which displays the PHP information, as you can see here. Okay. So let's go back to our command line. And we want to edit the our conf file, the HTTPD conf file. And what you're going to do, we're going to enable public underscore HTML, public folder underscore HTML, and we're going to comment. We're going to comment user profile. So let's search and do a search. Let's see. Okay. Alright, this user directory, user dir. We're going to comment that. Okay, so we comment user directories, and we're going to uncomment user directories where it says public underscore HTML. We're going to save our configuration. Okay, let's see. What we do next, we're going to restart Apache. So we do service HTTPD restart, and that will take care of our Apache server. Restart it. Okay, our Apache server is successfully restarted. You can see there's no errors. You can see it says OK in green. Okay. Let's go ahead and add that config. Sets ebu, and it's httpd underscore read underscore user underscore content. You're going to set it to on. Hit enter. And what we're going to do now, we're going to make our skeleton directory. There's two directories that you want to create when a user account is created, and that would be the public underscore HTML directory, and we want to create also the CGI bin directory, and we want that to be created for every user. So we go ahead and click make directory, etc skel skeleton and public underscore folder. We're going to do that again for the CGI bin. And once that is complete, what we're going to do is we're going to set the permissions on them. We're going to set the permission to 705. All right. So we're going to go chair mode and we're going to add the permissions to each of those skeleton directories. So these permissions will also be applied or included as part of the template. So every user that logs in, a user profile will be created with those directory and with those permissions. That is very important. You want to make sure they have the appropriate permission so that your server doesn't get compromised. Okay. /CGI -bin. Okay, let's go ahead and enter. That should take care of the permissions. Let's see. Okay, I like to work with a clear screen, so let's go ahead and let's do clear so that we clear the screen. So we're going to create a user. Our username is lab user, and we're going to set a password. My password is pretty simple. And what we're going to do, we're going to log in as that user, and we're going to see the difference. You're going to see if we can now see the public folders. So let's go to lab user. Okay, as you can see, we are now logging as lab user. You can see lab user at test lab. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to now create a file, HTML file, and we're going to publish it to the public folder. Okay, so let's do that. As you can see, public folder is available. We're going to change directory to public folder, and we can see that we have our HTML file, index.html, and you can see the CGI bin. So let's go and see if we can see our file there. So it will be slash. Actually, no, it would be you'll have to use that little tilde. Right, so we're going to use that tilde, and we're going to add the username, which is test lab. Sorry, it's test user. And we're going to do the file name, which is index.html. Okay, see, you do not have permission to access it. Okay, so we need to do something quickly. So let's go back to command prompt. Let's see that again. Yeah, so we would have to do some work with command prompt. Okay, so quickly let's go ahead and do chair mode. to set up the proper privilege for accessing the public folder. Let's go ahead and set up chmod and do a plus x and with the tilde and a slash. Let's see. So that should take care of permissions for us. Yes. Okay, let's look at the permissions, what it says. Okay, so it says here, write, read, write, and read permissions. Alright, so you can see that here on the actual file. So this would set permissions to our files, and now should have access to that file.